on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace.
I remember that night when I last saw you. It was a night of. You were crying in all the photos. Life hadn't turned out like we thought it would. And you were sick of the choices you made. I was hoping that you might change your mind. That time away would bring us back to life. But now we're living in a different shadow, trying to make it back home. I still feel it, your heart close to mine. I still need it, your hands wrapped in mine. I still miss you, I think of you all the time. I search for this day and night, but a love like yours is hard to find. I don't know how to breathe when I'm not with you. Why did you leave without warning? From the second you were gone, I was just old news. Like we were nothing, just an excuse. I was hoping that you might change your mind. The time away would paint it in a better light. But now we're living under different shadows, missing every phone call.
What it be? What it do? It's Tony the Dude, fellas. Welcome back. Hello. We made it. Sorry for the delay. We're a night behind, but you know what, fellas? We're here. We made it back. Welcome. Will, how's it going?
Howdy, how's it going?
Fresh. Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Coming from the kitchen.
We're live from the kitchen. Live from the kitchen. What are you cooking up in the kitchen tonight?
I made some gnocchi earlier.
Word?
Made some
Hey!
gnocchi. What's up?
Hi, my friends! Hi, Chris!
Making some teriyaki salmon.
There you go. Look, I got my candle. Look at my candle. I got a nice candle. I got cheese puffs. I love cheese puffs. Boy, do I love me some good old cheese pumps. Fellas, we are back to the Jaeger D&D campaign. It's been a minute. We're back at it again.
A tin of vodka.
Oh, wow. Look
Tin
at
of mini
you.
vodka shooter.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Chris. Hey, buddy.
Are you proud of yourself?
My aunt had them. She said that I can have them because she doesn't drink Svedka.
Well, there you go.
And now I'm trying to grab a specific bottle. Because I
Jesus.
saw a bottle. Mango pineapple. Mix it in with my orange soda. Call the night. Oh!
Good job, Chris.
Nice.
Chris already fucked up. Well,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome you back yet again to the D&D campaign of the century, the Jaeger campaign. Hello, and welcome back to the Jaeger D&D campaign. I am your host and Dungeon Master, TonyTheDudeTV. God damn it. Dude's assistant. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, dude. For those of you who are new, this is Team Jaeger. Jaeger is a RWBY-based D&D campaign set on an alternate timeline in the world of Remnant. I am the creator of this world. I control everything, to the wildlife in the forest, to the winds in the air, to the monsters and villains in this world. This is the story of Jaeger. This week on Jaeger, I present to you Lilith for Lilith, Glacier Song Schnee,
Whoa, how's it going?
the schneest of all schnees. Lilith, tell us about
Hello, how's it
Glacier.
Well, Glacia is, especially after last session, she's now she's gaining more cybernetics, as you will slowly see that come to fruition. We saw her lose her arm last session, but then come back at the end of it with a fresh new one that seemed like nothing even happened. But duly note that she can also now use what they call a monowire, which is like it's a wire that comes from like her circuitry or within the arm.
Wow.
And if you watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners, it's like Lucy's cybernetics that she has in her arm. That's what it
So
is.
she's got. So she's Lucy.
She's pretty much.
I like it.
You also are going to get to meet her little her own personal Ripper Dog, because she has her own personal Ripper Dog.
And we're gonna find out this week.
I'm concerned about what you have on Lucy on your phone.
No, I have like nothing, because I barely have any of her.
Let's introduce Avery Aquin, the curious monkey. Hello. Tell us a little bit about Avery. What happened last week? What the fuck is going on? What happened?
What
did you do?
No,
What did you do this time?
Step the fuck up.
Avery accidentally created a more evil version of himself by coming in contact with the original timeline's Avery and changing his course, which then caused him to now take on more of like a different role, and is now like trying to become a time god and trying to get me to kill our little cat-like friend.
No! You can't kill me.
Avery is now focused solely on trying to
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
No, but I can take your speed whenever I want.
Not my speed. I need that. How am I supposed to go get Eggo waffles for the breakfast?
Avery is
Like,
now
like ripping out Avery's ability to make mirror clones.
Rip.
Avery would still be incredibly smart without that ability.
I never said that was
true.
still. You realize that if you rip out someone's semblance, you're ripping out someone's semblance is like ripping out a part of their soul and like their aura.
Yeah,
pretty much.
No, again, yeah, but Avery figured out how to do it safely.
He figured out. He always has a way. God damn it. There's one thing we know. Avery has a way.
But anyway, Avery.
Yeah, we also had a lot of stuff happen last episode at the end.
But
Avery,
Avery...
you want to kind of go off of what you said? What happened with last time, Avery?
Hell yeah.
Oh, right. So basically, Avery was, after seeing the future and seeing what is to pass, he sort of found a new goal in mind that went completely off the track of what the White Fang had in store.
Shit.
So he resigned from the White Fang while still keeping his connection to Adam, because he is brothers. Basically, they're eternally bonded.
Yes.
But he has formally resigned from the White Fang, leaving them, and has focused on trying to stop Jacques Schnee, Leonard Church, and Iron. And I don't remember Ironwood's first name.
James.
And he's the quickest solution to be to kill them, or at least that is his mind.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
What makes sense.
Of course.
That opinion.
Of course.
That kind of sparked a little bit of something in Glacia too. Because little Avery went ahead and basically told Glacia, saying, "Hey, we're gonna have to kill your uncle." She said, "Haha, no." And after that whole conversation derailed, and Glacia may or may not have revealed that she was a White Fang member at one point to the entire team.
Yeah, that happened.
So yeah,
that happens sometimes.
A little bit.
Sometimes. Well, shit. Fellas.
So we've got a lot to catch up on.
We have a crazy session ahead of us. It's gonna be bizarro and wild. Shit. I'm excited. Well, I guess without further ado.
There's definitely not vodka in this cup.
Nice.
You literally said you were pouring it in there earlier.
Shit. How dare you?
Literally,
That's not.
I'm learning that I have a lot more fun playing D&D when I'm drinking.
What? You know what? That is nothing.
What are you typing?
Nope.
Did he just change the name of it?
Nope.
Well, did he change the name of the stream?
Nope. I didn't change
the stream.
Nope. Well,
as I'm looking at it.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Without further, hold on. God, why did?
Yeah.
Can we not? What the fuck is that? I can do that. Wow, that's so cool. Can we not? Okay. No. Oh, you fucking butt sucking. You butt sucking. I did stupid thing. Oh.
Is that what you want?
Oh. I'm a fiend. I've broken the multiverse again.
God damn it, Tony.
It's like, what did you expect?
You can't keep breaking the multiverse like this. We've been over this.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
We've been over this.
We have been over this, but you know what? I'm ready. Fellas, without further ado, previously on Jaeger. Shit! Previously on Jaeger Episode 9, Reflective Realizations, The Crown. Avery awoke in the mysterious mirror dimension, greeted by Adelon, a reflection of himself. Adelon, an avatar from a fallen reality, revealed to be a haunting future where a regime's oppressive rule left remnant in darkness and despair. As Adelon unraveled the tragedies of this grim future, Avery's heart grew heavy with the weight of the choices before him. Adelon proposed a drastic solution, stealing the speed of Jade Rose to prevent the impending calamity. But Avery, fueled by his unwavering belief in the power of compassion, refused to sacrifice his friend's essence, even for the sake of averting disaster. In a heartbreaking turn, Adelon's frustration gave way to anger. He declared them enemies, determined to shape the timeline accordingly to his vision. Sorry, I lost where I was at. The bond they once shared shattered, leaving Avery to face the consequences of his unwavering conviction. Meanwhile, Jade and her stalwart companions fought valiantly against I knew how to pronounce it, and now I don't know how to. I wrote this. The disastrous mages. The clash of spells and fists echoed through the ancient castle ruins as the heroes tenaciously stood against the forces that sought to wield the power of an ancient crown. Through unwavering teamwork and indomitable spirit, they emerged victorious, reclaiming the artifact and safeguarding it from falling into the wrong hands. In the aftermath of their hard-fought triumph, a bittersweet celebration ensued. Amidst the joy, a somber realization settled upon the heroes. They had scratched the surface of their perilous journey. The path ahead was treacherous and unknown, yet their unwavering resolve burned bright within their souls. United by an unbreakable bond, the heroes contemplated their next steps with a mixture of hope and trepidation. They knew that the road ahead would test their mettle and demand unwavering determination. Nevertheless, they stood tall, ready to confront the challenges and uncertainties that awaited them. Their hearts were filled with hope, fueled by the belief that their combined strength, camaraderie, and unyielding spirit could shape the future for the better. With each step forward, they carried the weight of their shared purpose, determined to rise above darkness and create a world where justice and peace could flourish. And so, as the heroes prepared to march into the unknown, their souls resolute and their resolve unshakable, they embarked on the next chapter of their extraordinary saga. With love, friendship, and the fires of courage burning within, they would face whatever trials that fate had in store. For the story of these remarkable heroes was far from over. Their destinies intertwined, their hearts aflame with a passion for righteousness. They were bound to shape the tapestry of their world in ways yet unseen. And now, with the weight of the future upon their shoulders, they set forth into the unknown, guided by their unbreakable bond and unwavering belief that their actions could bring forth a brighter tomorrow. Relish, we begin. We fade in on the island of Menagerie, where Glacier Song Schnee is being worked on by a friendly Ripper Doc, known only as the Silver Wolf herself. Let's see. I gotta bring this over here. I keep looking at Twitter and fuck. Okay, there we go. Glacia winces in pain as Silver Wolf, her trusted Ripper Dog, tends to her injuries on the island of Menagerie. The sterile room echoes with the sound of medical equipment, contrasting with Glacia's pained groans.
I forgot how much this hurts. I forgot how much I got told this hurts.
Why is it the low levels always seem to make the most noise?
Excuse you?
You are still a newbie, after all. In many ways.
Yeah, you keep talking. I'm the one who saved you from the White Fang, after all.
I guess it's my way of reminding you that you're tougher than you look.
It's been we've come a long way since I snuck you out of there. I mean, now you're my family's personal Ripper Doc. It's kind of crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, it has been quite a journey, hasn't it? From that fateful night when you trusted me, when I trusted you to hide me from the clutches of the White Fang, to becoming your personal Ripper Doc. I mean, it's more than bizarre, Glacia.
Well, I mean, I've always had a knack for getting myself into the crazy things, but I don't regret it.
I'd say It's a testament to the strength that our friendship has formed between us.
And it'll keep going stronger, I think, at least.
Lacey's eyes well up with a little bit of tears. A testament to the deep emotion swirling within her. She reaches out gently to touch Silverwolf's scarred hand as she has some bionicle upgrades of her own, speaking volumes of the trust and gratitude she feels. She said, "Kid,
like, well,
you've seen me at some of my weakest and strongest points, but you've also been there to mend my spirit when it was shattered. I can't imagine going through all this without you by my side."
Well, that's what friends are for. That's why I've always been told I had a good intuition on people. I mean, that's why I trusted you, after all. I trusted you the second I saw you. That's why when Adam and the White Fang kind of just imprisoned you for helping others, that didn't settle too well with me.
Well, you sure showed me a thing or two about what true resilience looks like. Through all the battles and hardships, you've never lost sight of your determination and your compassion. It's an honor to be part of your journey, to help you heal and keep you strong.
That's a song's determination for you. My father had the same one, and my sister as well. My sister might not have been born a song, but she still had the determination that we both have. We all have.
Yeah. Well, just know that you are more than just a patient. And I'm more than just your Ripper Doc. You're a family. I'm grateful for every day, for your kindness and skill you bring into my life. And you're the reason I'm fighting. For honing my skills, for being the best Ripper Doc I can be. You've given my life purpose again, to which I thought I could never have again.
Trust me. As long as you stick by us and stick by, well, she looks back, like, she looks kind of towards the door and thinks about it. She's like, stay on Menagerie for a bit, though. The White Fang is... I don't know what happened to them after Gira stepped down. They've been spiraling out of control. So I'd recommend staying on Menagerie. They don't...
Well, I will say they have been lurking around these parts too, and some suspect there's a hidden territory out in the desert they control, but no one would ever dare go out there. It's too dangerous.
No one would ever go to the deserts of Menagerie.
You'd have to be a fool to try and set up camp out there. Even the natives out in the desert could not survive.
As you would say, they'd have to be a low level to go out there.
Exactly my point. With tears streaming down their faces, ever having a wholesome moment, Glacia and Silverwolf share a moment of profound connection and gratitude. In that small, sterile room, amidst the pain and the healing, their souls intertwined, forever bound by the profound journey they have embarked on together. But now it is time for Glacia to make her leave, as she finishes up her final patchwork on her new arm. That should do it.
Jeez, Glacia, like, kind of see her stand up, kind of see her, like, shake her arm out a little bit. She's like, huh, feels exactly like the original one.
Should be.
Did you get the wire, even. Right? I just kind of see her pull out the wire. Huh. You did. I just kind of see it, like, retract back into her arm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, beautiful work as always.
Always. Now, I'll do my best to keep you out of my operating room, Glacia, but don't you worry. I'll always be here to fix you up if need be. Just try to avoid trouble, okay?
I can't guarantee that. I'm in Huntsman Academy after all.
One of these days, kid, you are gonna be max level. I can see it.
I'll reach you one day. Trust me. That's when I'm going to be a huntress. Huntresses are always at the highest.
Well, it's patients like you that make the job worthwhile. Now, go out there and show them what you're made of. But remember, no unnecessary risks, especially on your new arm. It will feel weird for a little bit, but it'll become one with you in time.
She's She's like, you kind of see her start walking. She's like, trust me, I think I can get used to it pretty quickly. It's what Huntress's duty will probably make me. But I promise I'll try my best to not come back here again anytime soon.
Well, I'll hold
No
you to it.
Though.
She says, oh, one more thing.
What's up?
She, where is it? You'll be needing this.
Check.
Kind of see her grab it.
No risk.
She's like, huh.
She says,
what's it for?
this is a way to contact me when I'm otherwise unreachable. I don't plan on staying here for long. I have something to attend to, and I may be heading into the unknown regions, so communique may be kind of shite.
Listen, as long as if you're going out and going away from here, just try not to get caught by the White Fang again. I can't really help you again. They're not too fond of me.
Well, can't make any promises, but I'll try.
You kind of see her like reach into her pocket. You kind of see her write. You kind of see her start writing. You see her toss a little like mini like piece of paper at her. She's like, "There, you know I have a scroll. If you need me, I'm a huntress after all."
Sounds good. Well then, Huntress. I'll see you around.
Gracie like walks back out the door and she kind of casually sees Misha just leaning up against the wall. She's like,
wow.
Didn't take too long, did I?
Looks nice. You ready?
Thanks. You kind of see her pull the wire out. She's like, retracts back in. Oh yeah, let's go.
All right, hold on. She kind of picks you back up into a piggyback and speeds you off. And scene. Shit. Glacia, that was cool.
I loved it.
Wasn't that awesome?
You get to see her acting Ripperdoc scene, which was great.
That was dope. Alright. Fade in. Deep within the Speed Force. This is later, this is obviously later in time a little bit. Jade and Misha are deep within the hub of the Speed Force. And Misha is training her in the art, go ahead. Misha is training her in the art of Speed Mirage. Jade, breathe. Quiet your mind of questions. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Well, whatever ground is here, this is technically space, but don't worry about that. Now, reach out. Jade takes a deep breath. That's not it. She begins vibrating her molecules so fast that she can move between two places at once. Suddenly, she starts to lose focus. She's thinking about her team, Glacia, a past member of the White Fang, Avery, an avatar of the Mirror Dimension, and a version of him who wants her speed. She then sees in her mind, clear as day, a clear image of the girl in red. It instills fear. It instills fear and anger in her. She grits her teeth and starts to panic. She's frustrated. She slams her fist down. Damn it. Hey, easy. It's okay. It's alright. Why don't we take a break? No. Let's run it again. Jade, making a speed mirage takes an intense amount of concentration and focus and patience. Right now, you don't have either of those things. How am I supposed to be a huntress if I can't even hold my own against another speedster? How am I supposed to protect my friends? I have to get faster. Is this about Adelon? Adelon, the girl in red, the crown, all of it. Something big is happening and no one is doing anything about it. Professor Goodwitch told us not to worry. Until they have a lead, I'm sure the police and Huntsman can take care of it. Well, I'm not. They don't know the negative speed force like I do. I grew up with the Bronwyn tribe. We were always on the move. On the run from the White Fang. The Huntsman. Even the Crown. And everything turned red. The negative speed force feeds off of your anger, hatred, sadness, and it will consume you if you let it. Just like the girl in red. You know her, didn't you? Who is she? She steps back for a minute and she sighs. Her name is Reverse Jade. She's you. From the future. The future? From a future. See, what Avery doesn't realize is that the future is constantly shifting, changing, meaning no future is ever certain or definite. But was Avery right about me? Will I really become evil? There's a saying, goes, fate is often pursued on the same roads taken to avoid it. Meaning that the more you try to avoid your fate, the more likely it is that you will end up fulfilling it. But that doesn't mean you can't change your path. Your destiny is not set in stone, Jade. Your future isn't written yet. No one's is. Your future is whatever you make of it. She said to me, I locked her away. How could I do that? Maybe you had no other choice. She looks down in frustration and disbelief. I have to get faster. Jade, Misha, if you're going to tell me to stop, you might as well save your breath. I don't want you to stop. I want you to slow down. We don't have the luxury to slow down. It's not a luxury. It's a necessity. The necessity is stopping Reverse Jade. And we're going to. But first you need to sit down and listen to what I have to say. Jade pouts and sits with her. Misha takes her hands and holds them tightly. I've been meaning to tell you something for some time. Your secret. Sorry, I didn't want to rush you, it's just... I've kind of been curious. Just wanted you to be ready. She says, yes. The reverse Jade tried to use it against you, but I was so afraid of her hurting you, I was scared. She says, it's okay. Tell me, I'm here. She says, Jade, I'm not from this time. Unlike your doppelganger, I'm from the past. 80 years in the past. I joined the military when I was 15, the Mantle Coast Guard. I advanced through the ranks quickly, as you could imagine, and I found myself stationed with Ghost Squad, Carter Lock's recon initiative. Everything was as it should. I grew to love my whole team. They pushed me through some really dark times. But one night, something impossible ambushed us. A Grim so powerful we never stood a chance. And then I was pursued by something. A black flash, almost like the race that hunts speedsters that mess with time. Only that this demon was so unnatural, Grim-like even, and it could harness the negative speed force. It pursued me into the negative speed force where I was thrown into the future. Ever since I haven't been fast enough to make a portal home. And Carter Locke was the sole survivor of Ghost Squad. Spent his years alone during the Great War. And I was stuck here. Misha, I'm so sorry. Why didn't you tell me before? She says, because now I have a choice to make too. I've spent my life in these times, in this future, trying to find a way back, but now I don't know if I want to go back. To have to choose you or the past, well, let's be honest, what future will I even have at this point? Is that selfish? No, it's... She pauses for a moment, coming to a realization. It's human. And for the first time, I finally realized what that's like. When I was struck by that lightning, I was scared of what responsibilities I might have to hold. Jade grips her hands tighter, looking up at her with solemnness and concern, but love. She says, but we are not gods. We're people. And for whatever reason, we have been given incredible power. You taught me that nothing is impossible. If your future doesn't belong in the past, then we can make a new one here, in this time, together. Misha smiles and chuckles almost. She says, which is why keeping you running is my purpose in life. So take it from someone who has been doing this for 80 years. Let me tell you that you have to take a step back. To this day, I still want to know what happened to my team and what that monster was. But I will never let that search control me. We're going to find the answers we seek, Jade. I promise. Jade then retorts, no, I promise you. They embrace in a tight, loving hug. They both chuckle in each other's arms, so happy to be in this together. When Jade releases from her grasp, she takes a deep breath. This time, she is focused, patient, and grounded. She begins again to create a speed mirage. And on this try, her confidence was her ally, and she created a speed mirage. It appears in front of her, looking back at her, smiling. She says, whoa, I did it. I actually did it. Oh wait, hold on, I want to change the concept art. Forgot. Back to this. She says, whoa, I actually did it. She says, yes, I knew you were the impossible. Suddenly, another speed mirage is made. This one has blue hair. Is that supposed to happen? Jade. Suddenly, another one appears. This one with with pink hair. And another with bright green hair. Misha says, oh shit. End scene. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? Uh-oh.
What did you do this?
Not my fault. I didn't do it.
Not my fault. Are you sure about that one?
I guess we'll have to find out. So, our session begins. Together at once. Interior, classroom, day. Team Jaeger has started their first classes. Well, they've been, over the course of our sessions, they have been intermediately throughout their time in school, like studying and doing things in between all the madness that we've gone through. And Avery jolts awake as Glacia bonks him on the head with a crumpled up paper ball she threw at him. He fell asleep in class, and the teacher has called on him. Ah, yes, Mr. Aquin, finally contributing to class. Welcome. Yes, what is the answer? Professor Easton stands in front of the class, his eyes scanning over his students. He's looking directly at Avery Aquin.
Glacier's kind of like sitting in her seat with her knees up and kind of just writing in her notebook.
He's like, well, why don't you tell the class, Mr. Aquin, why it is so important to be able to know your craft in the battlefield, to be able to craft any which thing you could ever master. The ability to craft and construct within combat, a vigorous task for one, but could save you in battle.
That's pretty simple. All you have to do is remember it's for versatility, so you can be able to answer any question that is sent your way, even if you don't know the answer to it.
Very good, Mr. Arquin. I was starting to doubt faith, but you know what? You pulled it through. You reeled it in, and you pulled it through. I like the umph in your spirit. Yes.
And by the way, as everyone looks at Avery, he's like visibly sleep deprived. Like he is in a grip.
Also, Tony. Team Jaeger has noticed the only way that Glacia has gotten, like, even looked Avery's way is to do dumb shit like what she did to wake him up earlier.
Yeah, pretty much. Glacia notices.
Otherwise, she hasn't spoken a word to him or hasn't actually looked at him in the eye since the night prior.
Glacia, you notice when you look over your shoulder, you notice that the seat unoccupied next to Jackson Fox, belonging to Jade Rose, is empty. Ever since last night.
She's like, she kind of raises her hand. She's like, "May I be excused?"
You may be excused the second I excuse you, Miss Schnee.
That's why I'm asking.
Hey, Tony, from what we know of classes, like, they dismiss us with a bell, right?
He says, the bell does not dismiss you, I do, damn it.
Which is why I'm asking.
Avery just
This is like, that's why I'm asking.
That's why I'm asking you.
Reaches in his back, riddles with a little device on the table, presses the button, and you hear a bell ring, and then his voice say, "You are now dismissed."
What? No! How dare you!
Glacia looks over at Avery.
You then see, as everyone tries to get up and run for the doors, you then see the door slam shut. As you see Professor Easton floating in. Everyone, be seated at once. And Mr. Aquin, give me that disgraceful device, as it will be taken from you. For the time being.
As he's hovering over, she's like, "So you didn't ask the question."
I handed to him and pressed a button again, and you hear in his voice, "I smell like butts."
That's not what I sound like. Give me that infernal device. He snatches it from your hand, flies back to his desk.
As he's flying back, I just said, "I'm just demonstrating your principle."
Anyway.
Yes, very good example, Mr. Aquin.
You see her walk up to his desk. She's like, "Can I be excused?" As she slams down a notebook and has every single note that she's taken for the entire class. She's like, "All the notes are done, and I've been paying attention the entire time."
May I get through the rest of my lecture, and then you may leave?
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Miss Schnee. And take this as an example, students, that Miss Schnee has taken notes on everything I have written in this lecture to a T. That is the example that should be set among all of you, especially you, Mr. Wells.
I chirp back at him. For the past 20 minutes, you've been talking about your grandfather.
My grandfather was an influential man, and he fought in many wars, including your own.
He herded sheep.
Avery realizes this will be the word. Realizes, like, kind of looks over at Glacier. She's like, "So have you just not been able to understand the meanings behind this? Good God, and you call yourself the smart one." You realize that's the first words those are the first words she said to you, Chris, since last night.
He continues.
Sits on a whoopee cushion.
Jesus. As you all know, the Grimm have been a constant threat to humanity since the beginning of time. They are powerful, dangerous, and have caused countless tragedies throughout history. Yes, it is very true. The grim, very dangerous species they are. They set out on destroying humanity. Yes, very true, very true. But we must remember, what are the grim exactly? Where do they come from? These questions have puzzled scholars for centuries. Some believe that they are an ancient race of creatures that have always existed, while others believe they were created through some sort of dark magic. See, it is all ludicrous, students. Regardless of their origins, one thing remains certain. The Grim are here to stay. And it is our duty as hunchmen and huntresses to protect humanity from these creatures. You must do this, as is the will of a huntsman. You will do this. It is your job. Get it right. He walks back to his desk and picks up a book, holding it to the class to see. This book contains everything you need to know about the Grim, their strengths, their weaknesses, their habits. It is essential reading for any aspiring huntsmen or huntresses. Failing to read this, well, if you do not listen to history's remarks, you will be doomed to repeat it. Remember, students, the Grim are not to be taken lightly. They are powerful, and they will stop at nothing to destroy humanity. But with the right training, and the right equipment, and the right attitude, we can defeat them. We can protect our world from these monsters.
Avery just has his hand up.
Yes, Mr. Quinn.
Wouldn't you say that there's an even more dangerous creature out there?
There are many dangerous creatures out there, some even undiscovered by the huntsmen, some locked away behind ancient doors and ancient relics of the past.
I'm speaking more of the creatures that are in this room, if you think about it. Humans. Well, mankind, creature kind. Faunus, human, mankind.
You see a girl in the front kind of turn around like, what the fuck? It's Mavis.
Couldn't you say that humans or people could be even more sinister than beasts? Beasts just follow our emotions. Humans use malice.
Mavis, what do you have to say?
You kind of see Glacia painting her nails. You hear her say, she's like, can you be so sure that you're also not one of those? And she's like kind of just painting her nails.
That's the dangerous trap, isn't it?
What does Miss Mavis have to say?
Mavis.
Mavis Goodwitch.
Oh.
Yes?
Ah, yes, you are paying attention, yes. What do you have to say to Mr. Quinn's opinion?
That, in theory, he's not wrong. But he's also not right either.
Well,
he doesn't see it in a full view. If he's looking at it in his rear view, not in his front view, or in his full view in that as a whole in general.
When you say rear view, the class starts to chuckle and laugh. Rear. Yes, very funny, Miss Mavis Goodwitch. Yes, but
I was.
Students, she does have a serious point involved, and I think it must be taken lightly. You see, I have a few things I want to say. While I do agree with Mr. Quinn, I will say that not everything is black and white. I will say there are a lot of times everything is overlooked in that sort of fashion. Perhaps everything isn't black and white, but more or less the gray, in which we so easily fail to realize is there. Wouldn't you say?
Who's saying this?
This is Mr. Wells, in the very front row. That is a very good point, Mr. Wells. I will say, it is very true. Out of all the colors in this world, I only see two. Black, white, but mostly gray. And as I look around this room, I see nothing but gray. As I do not take each and every one of you for your hardships, your past. I've seen all kinds of things. But you know what I've seen? In this room right now, I see students, all with their own backstories, desires, and soon they will flourish, like nature always does. It is correct.
Grace kind of like looks up from her nails. She's like, "That's how life works. No single human being or faunus are the same."
But my question is, since we're going into shades of gray and morals now, would you say it's wrong to end one person's life if it meant that it would save millions more?
Well, it's an interesting theory, Mr. Quinn. There are threats out there that pose questionable, well, reasonable threat to this world. I wouldn't say, necessarily, that it is always the answer to end one's life, to make one thing or another be prevented.
Death is a means to the end.
I didn't ask if it was right to kill them. I asked, is the cost worth it? One life for the lives of many.
What do you think, Mr. Quinn? When taking one's life, even if it was one so close to home, so dear to your heart, would you take it in order to save millions?
No, I would not take someone who I love. I'd try to find a path that left them alive, at least.
Grace says, like, well, did you look at that? You just answered your own question.
Very good, Mr. Quinn. I think today we've all learned a thing or two. Wouldn't you say? Now, you will read this handbook to the T, and you will submit a report on it on my desk by tomorrow morning. I would like to see it in full detail, and no ChatGPT, no Wonder AI. I know all of it. I am very equipped with technology of the past. I even know of the TikTok. So don't catch me. I will catch you one way or another.
Avery just pulls out a robot and puts a piece of paper in front of it, and it just starts doing his homework for him.
She just starts putting her stuff in her bag. You kind of see her lift her bag onto her shoulder. She's like, "Can I be excused now?"
Class is dismissed. The bell rings.
Glacia just kind of speeds out ahead of both of her team members that are still here.
And Miss Rose. She is late for my class yet again, and she seems to have had a tardy. If she does not show up tomorrow, she will be expelled by default.
I don't think you can do that, Teach.
You don't know what I can do.
It's the first day of class. And he just hears the device that he still has say, "I smell like much."
He starts fiddling with it on his desk as it's like jumping around like chattering teeth.
Yes, 100%.
It's like, I smell like butch. I smell like butch. I smell like butch. God damn it. He's like, ugh. He like starts smashing it on the ground and it's still going. It's like those Walmart fucking security alarms.
Yeah.
It's just still going.
Who walked out after Glacia did of Team Jaeger, at least?
Jackson Fox was the second to exit? Okay.
Jax looks ahead of him and notices Glacia's, like, kind of, she has her headphones and she's kind of, like, speeds off back towards the dorm because she's trying to find Jade, in actuality. He doesn't know that, but that's what she's trying to do.
Alright.
I just look over to Fox and I just say, "No, I think I understand why she's mad at me. Just making a suggestion. I understand. Oh yeah, it's her uncle, but now I'm just saying."
Oh shit.
Wait. I acknowledge that I
stop. You guys know that Glacia stops in front of you. She looks back. She's like, I want to ask you a question, Avery.
What's that?
If you had to kill any of your family members to, quote-unquote, save the timeline, as you put it, or however you wanted to put it, would you be able to do it?
Kill me in a heartbeat.
I don't believe that for 1 second. You're the one who's still trying to figure out a way to save his sister.
Yes, my sister was a good one. My parents were shite.
Have you ever... you see Jackson next to you says, have you ever considered that she is not willing to change who she is? Because she is everything she needed to be?
Are you talking about my sister or Glacia?
Your sister. What if she is her happiest the way she is? Even if it is evil.
I've come to terms with that, I think. As long as she's safe, and I've done my own research, it seems that he treats her right. It's just I don't want to see her get hurt. It's a brother's intuition, you know?
I understand. I have a sister too. I was gonna say, I think we all have a sibling that we share the same feelings for, but we must remember, we are not in control of their path. Only they are.
There's one significant difference between us. My sister's dead. And you know how she died, and she just kind of eyes Avery. And you wanna know how she died?
Yeah. Ah, fuck.
Stabbed through the chest by Adam Taurus.
Yes, Adam did that.
And well, for what? What was the reason? Just because he didn't like the way she was portraying herself in the White Fang? Because she was threatening to him? Please.
Avery's remembering that he can't say the real reason that he did it.
Please, no excuse you can give under the sun will make that any better.
Have you ever heard of Germany?
What?
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure Adam Torres, the terrorist dude, is not like head honcho. He's a grunt. Pretty sure he was probably ordered to do it.
Yet he was the one who ordered himself. You think I don't remember that? You think it wasn't shown to me that I watched him kill my sister and everything said, please. You can't make this any better on yourself or on him.
What are you talking about on myself? I don't know the guy.
I don't believe that for a minute. As you kind of see her, she walks past, kind of like shoves your shoulder.
Where the fuck does she get this shit from? I just look at Jackson.
Whoa, would you like to make a some sort of check to see if you believe what he said or not?
And I'm guessing I have to roll deception check.
Yeah, I want to say you're gonna roll a deception check. So let's roll for Lil first, and then we'll roll for Avery.
It's insight.
Okay,
right?
let me pull.
18 for Lil.
Well, that's 18 plus 4, so.
And we're gonna roll for Avery.
I believe.
Oh. Okay, I feel like I gotta give him the nat 20 because it landed on it, and the only reason that it fell off of it was because of Avery being there. I want to give Avery the nat 20.
I am because I do get a fun thing for it because I believe I took a deception. I get a +7.
So you got a 47.
47.
Nat 20. I gave you the nat 20 because I rolled it so close to the Avery model it fell off and landed on 8. So you got a nat 20 for a deception check. So while Glacia walks away kind of frustrated over the conversation, she feels something's off, but she can't put her tongue on it. She can't put her tongue on it. She is not sure. She's not sure whether or not she believes him or not, but
I feel like with the nat 20 deception, I'm totally believable.
Yeah, I would say
like you could not see through that.
I would say she feels something's off, but she doesn't know why, and she believes you. She believes you.
Or at least she believes that I'm not in the White Fang, because that is true.
Yeah, I would say so.
I just look at Fox and I say, you at least agree with me that even if not James Ironwood, Chokshni and Leonard Church have to be dealt with, right? I say it's to Fox.
He says, it's funny, I went into the spirit realm to meditate, confirm some findings, and well, I believe you that a future is possible.
Been working on ideas. And we need Glacia on board to at least deal with Zhakshni. We can workshop ways to deal with Ironwood that won't kill him, but Zhakshni is non-negotiable. That is for me.
All I wish is that I want you to be careful with everything that you do. The actions you make will affect everything in the future.
Sometimes your hands must get dirty to protect the innocent.
But at what cost?
Cost of 3 or 2 evil men's lives. Perhaps my life in bars, I don't care. I've severed ties, as it were, with parties that would seek me outside. I don't like hiding things. You know that, right?
You get a feeling that that Jackson is unsure of how he knows that there's a bigger picture beyond everything, one of which he is trying to kind of trying to figure it out. He also has a lot of insight from the spirit realm too.
I have to say, Jackson, I know you know more than I've been sharing. Simply put.
I know.
I respect that you hide what I hide.
While I do not possess the ability to seek into the future, I do have, however, the means of foreseeing possible events, and all I must say is, let me tell you from experience that I think you need to take a step back, reverse the way you see the situation, and understand why things happen the way they do, and
the reason things happen is because Jade and Glacia turn evil because of the negative speed force, and Ironwood and Zhakshni and Church, who have already been working on mind control technology with the Freelancer Project, corrupt the minds in order to create an army to fight them and lose. A version of me back then, he created an artificial speed force and escaped that time, or tried to fight Glacia and Jade and lost and escaped. Is now trying to fix time in his own corrupted way. I'm trying to save my friends, even if they will hate me for it.
Listen, I understand. More than you realize. I can feel the energy within you. I know. What I'm trying to tell you is that it is only one of infinite possible futures, not one. You see, Avery, your misconception of the future is that it's already written. But what matters now is what you do here. But the more you focus on avoiding the future, the more the future will happen indefinitely.
I know. I'm just... I've been so terrified what might happen to Jade. I've kept to that device I made. I've kept it hidden. I don't want to use it. But it helps me sleep at night, knowing that there's a way for me to save her, even if she'll hate me for it.
That is a choice you will have to live with. And if it works, if... Avery Quinn, you... I believe you intend for ambiguous things. You want to save this world. You want to be the hero.
I don't want to be a hero, but every timeline I've seen, in that brief period, I was a villain. I was evil, I was deranged, I was obsessed.
But what about the 1 million in first? The 1 million in second? What if that it only takes one timeline to be the one you want to seek out of an infinite multiverse?
Good. I just want to be good.
Then
even now I feel obsessed.
He then puts his both hands on your shoulders. He's like, then be good. Be everything you have to be here and now. Forget the future, forget the past. Be present now. Stop worrying about what might happen. And start making a difference here.
At least we already know that the experiments are happening in Atlas. They're happening, we saw it. Magenta was proof. Can't we go and try and fix that, help them? I can't sit by and do nothing while people are being controlled, altered.
Then we will do it. But we have to be united. This whole time, all I've ever wanted was for our team to be united as a whole in one singular focus. But all we've ever been since the wedding has been divided.
What happened during the wedding?
I did. And we've all experienced different paths, but it's now time that we merge the paths. Because I guarantee you that in every timeline, we are not.
We stand together.
Yes. I guarantee that in every timeline, when things went wrong, what happened? We were divided.
We divided. We separated.
It's as you said. If Jade goes evil and Glacier goes evil, Team Jaeger is not what we set out to be. We are not a team at all.
You.
But if we...
I've never connected it. You were never in our future. What happened to you?
I made a choice. And I would make it again in a heartbeat.
But we need you. You are our leader. Please, if you have to make that choice, let me make it. The world doesn't need another Avery Quinn. The world could use another Jackson Fox.
Avery, you... The reason I chose you is because I knew you were the man that would eventually lead this team.
You chose me.
I did. I wasn't honest with you either, Avery. I know. I spoke to a rabbit not long ago. She told me The memories I hold dear are those from a timeline long gone, but I am here now to make sure the cycle continues. The cycle of life. It is my destiny.
Your destiny is to die.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No. My destiny has other paths. One of which I chose to protect humanity. Protect life itself.
Will I see you again?
Avery. No one's ever really gone.
No one's ever really gone.
Sometimes we're
I just give him a hug
here right now.
and I go. Just give him a hug and I just whisper, should I tell Glacia I was a member of the White Fang? Should I tell everyone, or at least our team?
If I tell you, it'll never happen. You must make that choice your own. But I will be there when you do.
I just give him a kiss on the cheek.
Ew! Yeah!
Oh, damn!
Ooh!
Hey, Tony. So, Avery and Jax had they look down at their scrolls and notice their scrolls are ringing. It's from Glacia.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey guys.
Yeah, is this Five Guys?
Team Jade.
Hey guys, is this Five Guys? You guys called the wrong restaurant. Yeah, Captain Bendu, they said they want a large pizza? Did y'all order the large pizza with 2 topping special deal on $6.99? Oh, my bad, I got the wrong intercom. My bad, guys.
How did Captain Bendu get a number? What's the wings last night?
But in actuality.
Anyway.
Jax and Avery start hearing their phone like kind of ring.
We hear you.
And do either of them want to pick it up?
We answer. Hello.
Hey guys, have you guys seen Jade? I thought maybe
Since last night,
I thought she was maybe at the track. She's not here. Or at the room.
Let's regroup with
to find her.
Let's regroup with us at the courtyard.
Got it.
She eventually, a few minutes go by. She repeats.
Kind of see her like land on the archway and then kind of hop behind Jackson. So, I guess
you see Avery sort of like. You see Avery sort of just like brushing a tear away from his eye when she lands.
Well,
she just like tries to straighten herself up.
Glacia, you kind of still feel like a intense cold stare from her, no matter the point. You kind of just you can feel it.
Glacia, I do want to have a conversation with you after we find Jade.
Not until you figure out. I'm not having a conversation one-on-one with you until you stop trying to bring up killing my uncle.
That's the conversation, and I have acknowledged that maybe killing him is jumping the gun. But
finally took him to realize.
If he's doing what I think he's doing, what is the solution?
You ever think maybe he's not doing it because he wants to? He doesn't want to. Maybe he's getting forced to. She kind of shakes her head. She's like, "This isn't what we need to be talking about right now. We need to find Jade."
Yep. Actually, I have an idea. Jade's speed creates almost a electrical frequency that can be tracked through satellites, as it were.
That would make sense.
Yes, the global communication towers.
Communication tower?
Yep.
One that's
It is a good idea.
Avery pulls out a computer. Avery pulls a full-fledged fucking computer out of his bag and sets it down on the ground.
I can also sense the vibrational frequencies of the multiverse, including the Speed Force.
I normally can feel her lightning, but I don't.
I could use my way of the spirits to peek into the Speed Force, to see where she might be in time and space, wherever she might be.
Avery is doing like a broad search radius for basically any electronic frequencies that match Misha's.
You see Jackson kind of like his body go into like a floating meditation as you see his astral form leave his body and disappear into the light.
You kind of notice when you look down at Glacier's hands that she has 2 lightning glyphs on her hands. One that's yellow and one's blue.
Oh, Lil.
So,
I also have something to tell you.
Oh?
2 episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when some crazy speedsters flew through the window?
Yeah.
You remember when one of them...
Reverse Jade and normal Jade just smacked Glacier into a fucking bookshelf for no reason?
They, there was a purple girl, you remember that?
Yes.
At the end of that encounter, before she left something for you. She threw something on the ground for you to retrieve.
I'm assuming I picked it up.
You did pick it up. You realize you do have that. Would you like to know what it is?
Yes, but I have an idea before I do it.
Okay.
So, just because she remembers that, Glacier kind of remembers that she picked up like something that this purple speech. She's like, I have an idea. Kind of see her step back from Jackson Avery. She just stomp on the ground and a glyph appears on her feet. She says, I'll be back in a minute. You kind of see a shell kind of appear around her, like an ice sphere around her.
Ooh, a sphere. I'm gonna put. That's kind of dumb. Okay, what? You're disappearing?
No, the sphere, the shell is still there, but you can't. Nothing can be heard inside of it or outside of it for her.
Okay, I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be a red one, but it's okay.
That's fine. Doesn't make sense. But now I would like to actually take a look at this item that she picked up.
So, you take a look at the item, and the item is one of your ice crystals. But not just any ice crystal. The one you gave Jade Rose at the end of Volume 2, after killing Adam.
Question. Does Glacier get like another little future flash forward?
You do.
When she picks it up?
When you pick it up, when you fully focus your attention into it, you're given another flashback. You see Glacia, you see yourself flying away from Team Artemis as you were left behind crystals for everybody, one for each member of the team. This one in particular, except for Avery, is shattered in his hands. But this one in particular that you're focusing on is the one you gave Jade Rose. A message and closure. And I will let you describe that because you were the one who obviously crafted this. If you would like to describe it.
I have to remember what it was for Jades. Oh shit. Okay, so Glacia made a little specialty for each person when she gave them their crystals. Each of them had their little symbol on the crystal itself, and Jades had a little lightning bolt on it.
Yeah.
So, and kind of. She had given it to Jade initially for the fact that she wanted to thank Jade because Jade was the only teammate who had actually stayed with her and was consistent through all 4 years.
Yeah.
And she basically was like, I appreciate you, Jade. All 4 years with you in Haven were a gem to be. But I'm going now. I'll be back. You won't miss me for that long. And then the last word was, hang tight, Speedster. I'll be back. And that was like where it cut.
Yeah. And you were brought back into the present moment.
Cause you see, like, you kind of see the sphere kind of drop for a minute, and you kind of see her just standing there. She's like, "What the? Is that me? Hold on.
Is that my name up on that list?"
Glacia kind of like looks up. She realizes that Jack's still meditating. Avery's not really paying attention. She's like, you kind of see her swing her bag back around and put it in her bag again, and swing it back around onto her back.
All right.
That was interesting. Anyway, Glacia kind of like stands up. She's like, okay, back to the task at hand. You notice that you kind of see glyphs appear in her hand. And one is blue, which is Jade's current lightning, and the other is yellow. So, you know how Jade and Misha both picked her up and carried her?
Yeah.
Like, going around, like, speeding around with her.
Yeah.
So, something that Glacia's glyphs did when they, it's kind of like sparking it with dust, except she, like, a little bit of their lightning had kind of sparked into her glyphs, and she purposely kind of did it.
Yeah.
She kind of let it happen. So, the blue one tracks Jade. The yellow one tracks Misha.
Well, is it time to perceive?
Yes, it is.
Let us perceive. What do we perceive? Oh. Okay.
Avery's
So,
working on the computer
I got you. Ready?
to find a location.
Hear me out.
Get?
So we rolled here in that one, but
God
I'll tell you exactly what happens because of this. The second you check it, you're almost like startled as the tracker is coming straight towards you guys at rapid speeds.
Glacia's like, guys, Jesus Christ.
You see lightning zipping and zapping around you. All different colors. Blue, a green, a purple, yellow. All kinds of colors. Red, orange, yellow, pink. And suddenly, speeding back into the fray, you see Misha and Jade. But Jade is looking a little different than when we last saw her.
Hi.
Guys, we have a problem. Misha shows them Jade with blue hair. Hey guys, why is it so warm here? I miss my igloo.
Misha, what did you do?
Jade tried to make a speed mirage, and turns out she created a bunch of copies that are all embodiments of herself.
That's
alright.
How was I supposed to know?
Ours?
I was only trying to make another me.
Yeah, out of curiosity, where's our Jade?
Right now, everywhere.
Jesus.
We have to find them all.
What, like Pokemon?
That was a good idea.
Do we have to catch them all? Are we looking for shiny Jades too?
We're looking for Jades in all sorts of colors.
Unless he looks at me, she like cocks her. She's like, "Was this your idea?"
I was trying to teach. This is.
Does my joke actually exist?
In
Are we
theory,
actually
this is
looking for
not
shiny
supposed to be
Jades?
possible.
Or is this a shiny Jade? Which is a shiny Jade?
Jesus Christ!
Suddenly speeding in at super speed, almost in flash time. You see green lightning speeding in, and holding in her hands pie. Everyone gets a face full of pie. Blah! You see green Jade speeding in. Woo! That was so awesome. Oh, Jade, the fastest prankster alive. You guys are all so screwed. This is so cool. The world is my own. I love it here. Everything's so full of nature and light. Oh my god. This is so cool.
Can you come here real quick?
Coming. I head over to Glacia.
She leans in. She's like,
As
"Is there
you're
a way for you
as
to
you're wiping
set
pie
the
off your
speed
face.
of the clones, and not Jade herself?
Say that again?
Is there a way to sap the speed and get rid of the clones, but not taking Jade's speed away?"
She says, Misha speeds in. She says, "Listen, it's possible, but we have to
Kill the clone.
what we have to. There's. It's hard to explain, but.
Are these all Jade?
They're all different. They're yes. Every
oh my God,
part of her.
Notions on
every Jade represents all different parts of her feelings.
Our Jade.
Yes.
Oh my
Green
God.
Jade.
She split her.
Green Jade represents her growth.
Side.
Yes. Green Jade represents her growth, balance, ambition, envy, and nature. And she's also her impulsiveness, meaning she's always pranking people. She then puts ice down Avery's pants. She like pours.
You kind of see a glip over your head, and just pulls the ice.
She's like, "This is so cool. I love it here. This is gonna be my home forever. Aren't you guys so excited to have more of me?"
No,
here's the thing.
I want my Jade back. This isn't. I don't like this.
Lacey, you can make some sub-degree temperatures, correct?
Yeah, but it's not a smart idea unless you want the entire school to freeze.
Well, we need temperatures that are below -30. Celsius.
I can go to negative. I can go farther than that.
Here's the thing.
Zero if you really want me to.
Absolute zero would work. Absolute zero would be perfect. Because what we need to do is we have to phase the Jades back together. If we can merge them back into one, we will get our Jade back. But the only way to do that is to do it in reverse. The same way she created everybody is the same way she's going to put them back together. When she did this, she was trying to create a speed mirage. It's the effect when you run so fast that you can be at two places at once. Only except she created more copies than she wanted to, and they all then adapted all of her. Yes. So she split herself like an atom.
Pretty much.
I see the looks at Avery. She's like.
You see, Blue Jade. She's kind of like calm. She's more of like the icy. She's like Sad Jade. She represents calmness, stability, loyalty, sadness, and trust.
Okay. Sad Jade. Do you want to be back together with the rest of you?
I mean, that would be nice. I like me. I like me.
I give Sad Jade a bag of cookies.
Okay, I have an idea. But there's one small problem with my idea. We need all the Jades in the same spot.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Exactly.
Which is why the best way to get them is absolute zero. Because how I know her molecular structure to work. At an absolute zero, her body cannot heal fast. So you will need to basically knock out her knees.
No. If you do that, you'll be cutting off her connection to her aura. And if she loses her aura...
She loses her speed, of course.
But not just that. If that happens to any of the clones, they'll die instantly.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
And we will lose bits and pieces of Jade, and this is the worst day ever.
Okay.
Jade, I'm so sorry I did this.
Running around Haven.
This is my fault. I should have known. I managed to lock a few away in the Speed Force, but
okay.
Listen.
What are looking for?
From what I could tell, I saw 10 Jades. Blue, green, yellow, purple, black, white, orange, pink, and gray. And red.
Which ones did you lock away?
Well, orange Jade I couldn't find.
Jesus Christ.
Yellow Jade seemed very happy about being in the Speed Force, so she didn't really have any gripes about staying. And Pink Jade since she represents her love, affection, and playfulness, I managed to talk her into staying as long as I gave her lots of cuddles after. And, so yeah.
Okay. So you only have 2 of them in the Speed Force currently.
Every other one followed me out when I told them to stay, and they didn't stay.
You thought.
Well,
Jade
we know
was...
they all like cookies.
And we know they all like you.
Oh shit.
So basically,
I'm like,
we're gonna dangle. We're
my
gonna
God.
dangle, and we're gonna dangle a naked Misha with cookies around and hope to catch some.
I don't think I need to be naked for that. Also, I just realized I'm like her lightning rod. I can... Avery, you struck up a brilliant idea.
Thanks.
Let's hear it. Let's see what we can do.
The only...
Avery
Listen.
just pulls out a massive easy bake oven and starts making cookies.
I need your... Avery, I'm going to need your help. And you, Mr. Fox. This may be ironic given who I'm talking to, but... Right now, at my current speed levels, I am not fast enough to open a portal into the Speed Force. Not fully. I need your guys' help getting me into the Speed Force. Opening a portal big enough that all of the Jades can follow me in.
Tony.
I have an idea.
Tony, out of character, I have a question.
Let me answer Lil's question, and then we'll get to Chris. Yes.
Did the crystal that I picked up from the Jade that dropped it...
Yes.
Did that contain any of her speed whatsoever?
Or
even to like a minuscule amount.
That's actually a question for future Glacia. Did when she created the crystal, was there any way that her speed could have gotten into it? I'm kind of asking you.
Bond with the crystal. Did Jade bond with the crystal?
She did. Also, because considering she kept it on her person, I would say through her running, it's accumulated some Speed Force energy.
So the way the crystals worked is this: when the host bonded with said crystal, so when it would kind of minuscule but very unnoticeably sap part of their semblance and trap it in the crystal with the message that Glacia left. So like, take it if the one that Talon had. It sapped the feather into the crystal just in case shit needed it.
Yeah.
With Jade, it would have sapped some of her speed into it, but not enough for her to notice it. The more she ran with it, the more it accumulated.
Okay.
Glacia's like, I can help you with that. But first, is there a way you could show me how to use the Speed Force if I needed it?
I just actually need a bit of the Speed Force, and I could create an artificial Speed Force from that.
I think the two of you might. I think the two of you might be of help. You see, I think I know just the thing. Mr. Aquin, have you?
Yes.
I don't know why I called you Mr. Aquin. That was really out of character for me. Avery. She says Avery, right?
Mr. Quinn's my father, and he's a dry bastard.
She says Avery, right?
Avery, bang!
That was my notifications.
Han Solo, bang!
She says, have you ever heard of a cosmic treadmill? Would that be something you'd be able to build?
So basically just a treadmill that won't burn out or fuck it, or basically a treadmill able to stay up to speed with you.
Yes, a device of that magnitude would need a powerful power source. Would you be able to provide something like that and craft us a machine?
I can craft a machine. The power source basically
I have a solution for that. If we can. Hey, Amisha, you kind of see Glacia reach into her bag and pull out a crystal. Tell me what you feel off of this crystal.
She goes up to it. She goes, may I?
Go
Holds
ahead.
out her hand. She closes her eyes and focuses. This crystal contains Speed Force energy. Where did you get this?
That's an explanation that it wouldn't make sense to you guys, I don't think. You remember Reverse Jade?
Yeah.
Well, when we first saw, well, I guess the girl in red, she crashed through our window with the same another purple lightning following her. Said purple lightning dropped this. My only conclusion could be that that's a future version of Jade. That
purple lightning
in the negative speed force.
You see it kind of sparks purple lightning. This might do it. It's ironic.
That's my battery?
I think so.
Alright.
Well, Glacia,
Avery.
I'm going to need someone who can power the treadmill. Do you think you'd be up for the task?
Glacia's like, please, I've powered far stronger before.
Well, this one's going to be a little different. I'm going to share with you some of my speed. With it...
Also, in order for this to work, it's gonna knock out your aura. And also, not gonna lie, it might take away a bit of your life force.
Glacia looks, she's like, I've got enough of it.
Ooh. Misha will remember
sacrifice your life.
It says Misha will remember that. She pulling out the fucking Pura lines on me over here.
After she says that, you kind of look back at if you look back closely at the hair, you kind of notice her hair starts to highlight dark blue.
Ooh. So.
She looks back, she's like, because it won't be my life force that's sapping. I'd like for you guys to meet someone. Her hair kind of.
Oh, are you talking about the crazy girl that keeps trying to kill people?
Her hair is dark blue, and she's like, "Is there a reason I'm here? I guess so." Hi,
Glacia's offering up your life force to power a treadmill.
Oh, trust me, I have way more than she does. I mean, after all, I am a goddess.
Well.
Cool. Good to know.
I may have to move the tree.
I'm just telling you now, your life will be cut down nearly 50 years.
Please, I've got thousands left.
Okay, so shift the parameters to take even more then.
If you
more
want,
power we have.
The fact that, in technicality speaking, I'll be reborn into the next line of songs. So even if I do lose all my life force in Glacia, it won't make a difference.
I'm just saying, how much power do we need? How much power do we need, Misha?
Well, that is up to Miss Koyuki, is it?
That's the name, don't wear it out.
Well, I'm going to share with you my speed. With it, you will power the treadmill by running on it. With my natural speed force energy within your cells, you will be able to run at super speeds. With it, you will be able to power...
Oh, Tony, I just thought about something. I'm gonna let you keep going.
With it, you will be able to power the treadmill. Sort of.
Tony.
Yeah.
She starts working on a massive treadmill.
Misha says that she's gonna share her speed. She's like, this isn't the first time someone shared their speed. Koyuki looks at the crystal. She's like, that lightning from that crystal, that's from the Jade that I knew. Because if you remember correctly, this Koyuki...
You're so right. I knew. I was waiting for you to... I was waiting for that.
Koyuki looks, she's like, you see the purple lightning sparking off of that crystal? That's the Jade that I remember. And that Jade has shared her speed with me numerous amounts of times. Hell, I even fought her at one point, so...
Well then.
Are you evil?
Me? No.
Not yet. I'm just kidding.
Why do you say that?
No!
If you're...
Yo, wait. It would have been great. She would have been like, nah. Maybe. But nah.
I'm trying to test the theory because in every future I've seen Jade and Glacia become evil. trying to gauge you're evil too?
On my timeline, they're both huntresses.
Well, they become evil later.
Stuck right now.
No, I could help you with that, right?
Not particularly stuck in your traditional way.
It's you don't have a body. I understand that.
No, that's not my point. I have a body and another different mind, technically. The only difference is that this Glacia is the past one of my future Glacia. When my Glacia got trapped in the underworld, it pushed me back here. So I'm here until we can figure out a way to get me back to the future.
The movie?
No. Not at all. No.
Alright, well, Avery makes the giant hamster wheel. And
So...
then he moves Glacia onto the treadmill and then says, okay, he pulls out this clamp, this like ring clamp, and says, give me your arm, and there's like a bar, put your hands on this bar and hold tight.
Cody kind of grabs it. She's like, "This is the weirdest.
Avery
done this."
Avery puts the wrist locks on her arm, and for a second it's fine, and then she feels excruciating pain as 15 needles in each arm jut into both of her arms.
You kind of see her hands like kind of spaz out for a minute, but then you kind of see her relax, and she's like, "Okay, that's not the worst." Oh, and actually, she only feels it in one arm. She only feels it in one arm. Because she has a robot arm as her other arm.
Right, well then you just bend the needles and Avery's just like, shit. And then instead takes off, replaces the cuff, and puts 2 cuffs on the same arm. It hurts even more.
Kind of see her arm kind of stiffens. She's like, okay. She looks at Misha, she's like, all I need now is your speed, and
Avery pulls out a Tesla coil. He hooks it up to the Speed Force in one of the arms, injecting, and then he says, okay, now Misha, you will just need to focus all of the Speed Force into this Tesla coil.
Alright. Say no more.
I will say there may or may not be permanent loss.
She goes, hang on a second there. This is gonna hurt. She starts casting lightning, almost like it's coming out of her hands like the Emperor.
So, Tony. Yeah. You know, so as she kind of starts who's she hitting with? Is she hitting a Tesla coil with it?
She's hitting Glacia.
So, you notice that the lightning's hitting Glacia, or well, Koyuki at this point, but you notice that it's not hurting her.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that the crystal that is being used to power it is also zapping her with lightning at the same time.
Yeah.
So she's getting hit by the yellow of Misha and the purple of the crystal.
Yeah, purple and yellow.
And you kind of see her stomp for a minute, and she's like, "Okay,
that's sick.
Please don't kill me for this." You notice that she kind of see her start speeding, and you take notice that she's using not Misha's yellow, but the purple.
Ooh.
And you see her kind of taking the purple, and you see it slowly start turning into like an indigo, like purplish blue.
Yeah.
And it's fusing her colors together.
Oh.
And she's just going.
Just going and going. Well, shit. Hold on. Loop. There we go. So, she starts running as fast as frickin' possible, okay? Who dey? What's it called? Misha, I'm gonna continue dialogue with Avery really quick. Avery, so Misha looks to you and she says, "Okay, now the next part." As she's generating power into the thing, into the machine, and with Glacia using the Speed Force, Now comes the next part.
Well, I'm sorry, I really walked my room.
Misha sets down blue Jade into the chair. She goes, "This isn't gonna hurt, is it? I just want to be back safe and sound in my igloo with all my sisters." Don't worry, Jade.
It's not gonna hurt. It's just gonna feel really weird.
She then puts a JAGR helmet on top of her and connects the 2 Tesla coils to the wings. She says, "Jade, when all the others merge into you, you will feel this almost like a sensation. A shock. Just like that night you were struck by lightning. And I will say it's going to hurt like hell, but it's going to work. Trust me. Now, all they need is to find the other Jades. Will you help me?"
Sure. Do you need my... or...
Say that again?
You need my cookies, or what do you need?
Well, you said you're able to track all of their... You're able to track speedsters from what you have described.
They give off a electrical signal with electronic wavelengths of other things. Basically, through seeing what areas are experiencing lower levels of power, I can pinpoint where speedsters may or may not be.
Well, I need you to create a life map of every Jade out there.
Avery just the computer's still out there and he's just typing away. And he's working, presses a button, then goes, okay, pulls out this small, phone screen.
I'm still just running, right?
Yeah.
Straps it to Tanisha's arm, and then sends it out. Alright, that's your several Jades.
Alright.
Be careful because your speed right now is limited. As of right now, because it's being pulled by the machine, and there's no guarantee that you will be the same speed once the machine is done working.
All I need is to get in front of her so she can see me.
Alright. Do you need a maid outfit or something? Something to pull her towards you?
Don't worry. I'm already wearing her favorite outfit. She then...
Fair enough. And then he just places a big bag of cookies in her hand.
She's like,
these are Jade's favorite cookies.
Lures. Good thinking. Wish me luck. She speeds off. And
Avery puts in an earpiece and calls Misha on her scroll and just says, "Alright, Misha, you're going the chair today."
Alright. Which one's first, Avery? As you start checking the data map, and the first one you're coming up, she starts coming up on is Green Jade. You can tell her this.
Okay, you got Green Jade, the prankster. Careful, she might have more pies.
She speeds up, and ironically, Green Jade is on top of Haven Tower. Jade? She's like, "Oh, it's you again. I'm so excited. Look how cool and pretty this world is. Can you believe it? I know now. Now you have to come with me." But there's so much to see. I don't want to go back in there. I want to live. This is so cool. Look at me go. I'm my own Jade. I can be whoever I want to be. She's like, "But you already are who you want to be. As yourself. Don't you realize?" She's like, But what about Noah? Jade. No. Right now, all of the other yous are in great danger. And if you keep this up, this beautiful world you see won't last much longer with a million of you out there causing chaos. It's time to come home. Unless I have your favorite cookies. Okay, fine. Let's go. And she speeds off with Jade, with Misha. Other Jade has joined her in her conquest. All right, Avery, I have one. What's next?
What's the next one?
The next Jade is Yellow Jade. Yellow Jade represents her happiness, optimism, warmth, and caution. This Jade is currently running across Anima. As of right now, she is on Menagerie. I know, the Menagerie cameos this volume are amazing.
Avery just says, okay, there's gonna be a really happy Jade. She might get a bit annoying.
Not as annoying as this one. And you see her like, she's putting like a rattling teeth in her pants. She's like, stop that! I'm sorry! And then, wait, Misha. You see this Jade at the center of Town Square. Do I have a Jade for this one? I have so many Jades now. You know what? Let's use Purple Jade, and we'll use her for other Purple Jade too. She speeds in, and she sees Purple Jade, or I'm sorry, not Purple Jade. Actually, you also see a second speedster on the map, Avery. You see Purple Jade also with Yellow Jade.
I say, okay, there's also Purple Jade. What does Purple Jade represent?
Purple Jade represents royalty, luxury, creativity, and mystery.
This one is gonna be a bit pretentious. Just be careful.
Super. She speeds in, and standing before them, you see almost like in like a wrestling match. You see the two Jades almost like bickering with one another. Hey, stop that! You're pulling my hair. She's like, you took my favorite jacket. We have the same jacket. What are you talking about? She's like, hey, there's another one. Hi, everyone. You see Green Jade, kind of, she's like, you guys want to hear a joke? No, Jade. All of you, she's like, what? They all say, what? All of you, stop this now. Look what I have. Ooh. Ah. The three of them all speed up like, trying to jump the cookie. She's like, This is, I'm gonna have a panic attack. All right, they're following me now. What do I do?
Where's the next Jade?
The next Jade is Black Jade. Black Jade represents power, sophistication, fear, and grief. She is also on Menagerie, but she is in the Menagerie cave system.
The next
place
one
where
is
she got her powers.
Next one is going to be skittish and trying to hide.
Okay, it's Amity Ikora.
Is it where we fought the reverse Jade?
This is where we actually, sorta, yes. This is the Menagerie cave system, so I'm gonna put her like pretty much in here. Let's see, what Jade can they use for her this time? I'll use another Misha, but I'll have her facing the other way. Yeah. The four Jades all speed into this room, and they see Black Jade standing in the room. She's like, what do you guys want? Can't you see I'm busy? Jade? I know you know what's going on here. I need you to come with me. She's like, what's the point? I'm just gonna become evil anyway. Jade.
Oh shit, that's emo Jade. I'm sorry.
Not
I was
evil
wrong.
Jade.
That's emo.
No, emo Jade?
Emo Jade.
She's like, Jade,
Sorry about that, Misha.
She's like, Jade, I get it. Believe me, I do. But you can't stay here. You know, it's not all your fault. She's like, isn't it? I mean, if it weren't for me, we'd actually have a future. And what's even the point of this? Jade. Look, you're hurting. I get that. Part of you inside hasn't been able to really process everything that you're feeling, but there we go. I knew there was something like bothering me, that fucking sound effect. She's like, I'm here too. And right now, all of these other yous need help. There's one thing I know about you, Jade, is that no matter what, you never stop trying to make things right, to make things better. So don't stop now. Come with me, and we'll fix the rest of this, and I promise I'll listen to you for hours on end. I already have to cuddle with Pink Jade, so we'll cuddle, we'll talk, we'll have cookies. Everything will be fine. Trust me.
So much cuddling.
I know.
My dad's a lot.
She's like, okay. Fine. Do I really have to run with these losers? Yes, you do. They're you, so you're the biggest one.
Calling yourself a loser.
So if you're calling yourself a loser, then you're probably the biggest loser. Shut up. No, I'm not. She's like, all right, I have this one. What's next? You see on the
what's the next one, Tony?
The next one you see is White Jade. She represents purity, innocence, peace, and perfection.
Oh no.
This Jade is haven't had any fun with yet.
Yeah.
Avery is just laughing.
I don't think they did that yet anyway.
She's very innocent, so don't muddy her mind.
Got you.
Watch your language.
Watch your language. Let's see. You see. Misha starts following the attack map, and she reaches a cliffside at the burial site of Summer Rose. You see Jade in all white cloak. The inside of her cloak is red, and the rest of her outfit matching this sort of black and white yin and yang kind of color scheme, similar to that of Summer Rose herself. You see her laying flowers down to rest. She goes, it's been a while since I came here. I miss her. She comes up to her, she puts her hand on her, she says, I know you do. But as long as you keep her in her heart, she'll always be alive, right? Always. Of course. My mom was always the hero. I never got to know her. I only heard stories from Raven. And she was amazing. She always saw the best in people. And that's what I try to do. I always try to live by her example, so that others can as well. So that in reality, she's not really gone. No one ever really is, Jade. I think you out of all the others know that you need to come with me now. Put you back.
Avery just mumbles to himself, why have I been hearing that all day?
Okay. I guess it's time. just one more thing. She comes out to the grave and she says, she gets down on one knee, she goes, may be gone, but somehow I know you're still out there. I promise I'll find you one day. And it'll be great. She turns around, takes Misha's hand, she goes, let's go. Alright. Avery.
Next Jade.
Next one.
What is the next Jade, Tony?
The next Jade is Orange Jade.
Alright, so I found your missing Orange Jade. What does she represent?
Orange Jade represents warmth, relaxation, laziness, and simplicity. I love the laziness part.
Well, here's the thing. I know the exact location where she is. She's crashed on a couch at her drug dealer's. She's probably smoked like 6 bowls, and she is having a major couch coma.
You then check the TAC map, and you see... Sorry, go ahead. You see that, on the TAC map, she's actually 10 feet away. She's actually nearby in Mistral at the academy.
Where is she? I look around, where is she?
Can you make a perception check for me? let's make a perception check. Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you advantage because you're really close by. Let's roll again.
Plus, I think I have advantage on perception, too.
Okay, 14.
14, 6.
You smell a strong scent of weed, and almost like you look over at this cart over here, and you see a puff of smoke puffing out of it.
I just walk up to the cart.
You walk up to
peek my head in.
You walk up to the cart and you peek your head in, and you see Reggie, and you see you see Orange Jade just like zoinked out on the couch, like, man, I just like
shoot Reggie 3 times in the dick with my beanbag launcher.
As you
all you hear is pop, pop, pop. As I pick up Jade, hand her a big bag of cookies, and my computer.
And all you hear Reggie go,
Avery looks at Reggie in disgust, puts his pistol back in the holster, and carries Jade out, giving her cookies.
You see Jade, and before you pick her up, you see her on the couch going, I just love wings so much. You see her face is just full of wing sauce, and there's like a bucket of wings completely empty.
I just scratch her behind the ears and say, "Don't worry, buddy. I'll order wings." And I just merge calls with Misha.
She's like, "You mean it?"
I mean it. As I call Dr. Bendu and merge calls with Misha and just say, "Hey Misha, just ordering wings. You want anything?"
Yeah, make them hot.
Okay, and I talk to Bendu and say, "Hey, we need some extra hot wings. Jade, what type of wings you want?"
All of them.
Every single one.
And then I need a 20-piece of every single wing flavor you got.
Well, Mr. Equin, let me tell you, it is a day for business, and your money is well appreciated here on my boat. I will get your order ready and DoorDash as soon as physically possible.
Charge it to James Ironwood, by the way.
Will do. Wait, seriously?
Yes.
So, I want to mention, as Avery says that, usually a really dark indigo lightning streak just kind of pop past you, drop a card in your hand, and pop back away.
She's like, charge it. Charge it to the Sneed Dust.
The numbers on the card.
Oh, charge it to the Sneed Dust Company.
Yeah, charge it to the Sneed Dust Company.
If you're gonna do anything, you're gonna cripple. Here's your. I got you. Ready?
Yeah, we're charging it to the Sneed Dust Company.
You're gonna take down you'll take down Jacques Schnee financially.
Yeah, no. That's the funny thing is that you weren't. You're not lying. You look at the card close enough, and it says Schnee Dust Company, but underneath of it says Winter Schnee. Underneath of it, it's Winter's old company card that she used when she was working before she moved out.
Yeah.
That her father gave her.
Nice.
And she never used it.
Dr. Bendu, charge it to this card. Charge the card. Captain Bendu, Dr. Bendu, he's got all the degrees.
You didn't see
he's had all of the degrees.
You didn't see sitting directly behind you. When you get back to the chair, you see sitting directly behind you on a ledge. You see when you say the name Bendu, you hear "you called," and you see Gray Jade sitting on the ledge up there.
Hi, Gray Jade. We just ordered a bunch of wings. You want some?
Depends.
I got cookies.
Is it balanced?
I mean, we got every single flavor. You can probably find some balance there.
I'll accept this.
I'll accept it.
She hops down. But mind you, if these wings suck...
You can blame Captain Bendu, then.
I will do that. I must not get involved. I will only observe. I will not get involved in this conflict.
And Avery just pulls out a full couch from his bag and puts it down. Okay, sit.
Yo, there, I had it ready, dude. I had it ready. I had it in the background.
Everything.
Avery just places Orange Jade in the couch, and she's just eating cookies.
It's fucking sick.
Let's go. Okay, I found Orange Jade and Gray Jade. How many more Jades do we need, Misha?
Oh man. The last one is Red Jade.
Where's Red? Red Jade represents her anger, doesn't it?
Passion, love, anger, reverse negativity.
This is gonna be the Jade that is gonna suck, because this is a part of Jade that has accepted the negative Speed Force.
Suddenly,
this is gonna be intense for you.
The skies darken. Thunder,
Misha,
lightning.
Help! Misha, help!
Let's see how dark I can get this. Let's see.
Tony, I just thought of something.
What's that?
Remember how we went a while ago when we were doing the Atlas? We said we had a timeline where all of Team Artemis were speedsters?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What would happen if we started since this is like a changing timeline, Glacier's merging with the Speed Force at a different level than everyone else.
Well, you remember, have you ever seen that, alright, have you seen the Teen Titans, like, multiverse thing?
Yeah.
You did?
I think so.
You almost start to see, like... Oh, shit, that's cool as fuck. That's cool. I'm gonna put that right here. Oh, I'll put you in a, like, lightning bubble. That's sick. Anyway, what was I saying? As Glacier's running, she's been, like, seeing shit. Like, she can almost, like, hear echoes of the timeline as she's running. And almost like mirrors of mirrors of realities. Like, as you run, you're running fast enough to where you can see those realities. Because the multiverse vibrates at different frequencies, so they can't see each other, but because you're running so fast enough, you can see some of them.
I remember Barry Allen explaining that.
Yeah. So...
I remember he explained that to Supergirl in Supergirl.
Yeah. So, you see that. You start seeing other worlds, and you almost like... It almost seems like the world around you has disappeared, and you're running in the Speed Force. But, like, it's not really the Speed Force, it's like... it's what you perceive as like time and shit like that as you're running so fast, and you almost start to see almost like a reflection of another reality of you're almost like you are Schrodinger's cat cascading across time, and you see a version of yourself from across the multiverse, a speedster Glacia running alongside you.
Tony, I want to ask this just because I'm curious. Does she see Ironwood?
Does she see Ironwood? Let's make a perception check.
Yeah.
I'll say I'll make a perception check. What'd you roll?
16?
Plus 7, so 23.
You start to see as you get faster and faster, and you start to see across, like you start seeing more than just different pieces of time. You start seeing other timelines. You start seeing other worlds, other stories throughout the worlds, and you see a world where you see General Ironwood. You see a world where General Ironwood is a hero. You see him fighting to save everyone he possibly can on the front lines himself.
Oh no. Glacia is going to punch the shit out of Avery because her first reaction, instinct is going to be thinking he's lying to her.
You then see a version of him who is evil. A version of him who lost his way. His semblance overtook him, and he became.
I'm assuming that's like the normal RWBY timeline, right?
You see how he betrayed the people he swore to protect.
Yeah, this is the normal RWBY timeline.
You see Volume 8. You then see a version of Volume 8. The previous timeline, where his eyes went red, and a source code can be seen within the eyes.
Huh.
You read it. You read the code. It says, what does it say? I forget.
I think I can look it up.
It's in here. It's in my script. Hang on, it's in here.
It's in the 837.
It's in there. Something like that. Yeah. Let's go with what Avery said.
837.
837. Yeah. Error code 837. Yeah, that's it. You then also see.
It's 871 in actuality.
Oh, my bad. You then see a version of him who never joined the military. He was a man in an office, writing newspapers. You see a version of him who was a farmhand.
Captain Bendu, is that you?
You see a version of him who was a ship captain alongside the greatest ship captain of all the 7 seas. Captain Bendu. Ironwood Bendu. James Bendu.
James Bendu Ironwood.
You see all versions of Ironwood. And in multiple perceptions of the multiverse, you see Ironwood as evil, as good, the hero, the savior of all, someone who cares deeply about humanity.
Can you roll another perception check? I want to see if I can see this timeline's future of Ironwood.
Let's see. You roll a 9. Plus what?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it was plus 7.
You begin to look deeper, looking for a more closer to home timeline. And what you find is a blur. You see, what you see is a sacred timeline. One that is protected by a higher form of life in the multiverse. You see the rabbits looking directly at you. You see her, she says,
Who exactly are you?
No one. No one important.
I feel like I wouldn't be seeing you in this weird line of multiverses if you weren't important. But you know what? I'll probably see you again. So, see you then.
Remember.
No looking into the future.
Remember. Everything that is broken is meant to be unbroken. And with that one line, cryptic line of dialogue, she disappears.
Avery's thoughts have merit. Avery's thoughts have merit.
You see, speeding back in, you see the reverse Jade, the red Jade.
Oh,
and she
fuck me.
is angry.
Hi, we just ordered wings, and we have cookies. We can crack the bomb if you want.
Chris.
Hello, Avery.
Yes.
Avery kind of hears in his head. He's like, you hear a voice go, "I have an idea." So you look back and notice that the coil and the wheel are still running, but Glacia isn't there.
Did you just create a mirage, motherfucker?
You see, like, you kind of see a spark of kind of indigo lightning appear next to you, and she's like, "Huh, I can get used to this."
You see, Misha and all of the Jades enter the frame. They all appear. Hello, Jade. You know it's you. You have to stop before we have to stop you ourselves.
You'll have the deep voice on, Tony.
Oh.
My bad. Sorry. Something in my throat there.
Avery just loads his gun with rubber bullets.
You then see an extra speedster that no one ever has seen yet. You see a girl, another blue-haired girl with ice lightning almost.
Oh my god.
Koyuki recognizes her. Wait, Koyuki will recognize her.
You want a perception? You want to perceive?
Yeah, wait, because Koyuki I feel like would recognize Autumn.
15.
+7.
+7.
22, baby.
You notice her and you recognize her. You see Autumn Rose Schnee.
Koyuki looks at her. She's like, "Well, Autumn, I didn't think you were alive."
It's complicated.
As are most things.
It's time to stop now, Jade.
No, don't you see? You gave life to me, Jade. In this time, in this place, the negative speed force is alive. You destroyed it in the alternate timeline, but now I can live. And you were too late.
What you fail to realize, Jade, is that you are severely outnumbered. Together, all of us will stop you. That is a promise. And I think that's where we will end on a cliffhanger.
Oh.
God damn.
Fellas, that was awesome. I gotta be up in 2 hours to go to work, so it's gonna be a great time. So, we'll end it right here.
2 hours?
Yep.
Jesus Christ, you're insane.
Yeah, I know, it's a great time. Fellas, thank you guys for joining me this week. I hope you guys, y'all had a good time. Who had a good time? Tell me who had a good time. I know it's you, Lil.
I had a fun time. I'm having fun getting to basically explore a new speedster version of Glacia at this time, like, basically.
And we'll see more of her.
Yeah.
Because I want to kind of incorporate the multiverse a little more. But look at all of the Jades.
Avery and Jackson's moment is beautiful.
Out of all the
shooting Reggie, very satisfying.
Yes. Out of all the speedsters we have, look at all of the Jades that we have here. Prequel Jade.
I have so many Jades.
V4 Jade. V3 Jade. V4 Jade. V2 Jade. Autumn.
V2, Autumn, Misha.
And reverse Jade.
And then Glacia.
And then Glacia in the Speed Force.
Glacia counts as one.
This is also in the middle of the courtyard in Mistral, by the way. Everyone's just like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Everyone's like, it's the end of the world, run!
Everyone's like, the world is ending! Hurry up, run!
Well,
I don't want to die a virgin!
No!
Okay, Ethan Landry. Okay, Ethan Landry.
That was
Ethan Landry.
Ethan Landry.
He's a fucking screen. He's in Scream 6.
Fellas, I had a great time. This was awesome. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
On Tuesday next week, actually.
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
I done goofed last night. We're back. We'll be back. Same bat time.
We all got thrown off.
We all got a little kaboogled, but we'll be back next week when everything comes to a cataclysmic conclusion. As we hopefully take down the reverse Jade. As she versus all of her other selves. All 9 Jades. all of her colors.
Oh god, so many Jades.
Lazy Jade is still on the couch, so I don't think she's going anywhere.
She's still on the couch, passed out.
Oh yeah, Lazy Jade is fucking zonked now.
Zoink, Scoob.
Zoink, man.
Zoink, man. Well, fellas, I want to thank you so much. This is awesome. I had so much fun. This is great.
I enjoyed this.
I can't wait to play next week. Any plugs before we end this?
Pink Flash Holiday on just about on everything now. I finally am getting everything switched over.
Yay!
So.
Even Xbox?
Pink Flash Holiday on everything. Not yet. That's the last thing I have to get achieved.
I'll bet. Word.
At this point, no plugs, but in the future, probably.
All right. Well, fellas, thank you guys for joining me, and we'll catch you guys next week. Shame Bat time. Shame Bat channel. Later.